Brothers and Big Sisters, and I've been with the agency for, since 1998. So I've been around for a little while, and I've primarily worked both in Ross County and Pickaway County. So we have, unfortunately, our president and CEO, Erin Alsop, is not able to be here. She had to cut her vacation short because they had to quarantine. So that's a little unfortunate, and she really was kind of looking forward to being here and talking with you all and things. So Kennedy and I are here in her place. And if you guys have any questions, I know that you have like some time at the end to ask those, so please do. Obviously we're Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are a youth mentoring program here in Pickaway County. We actually serve 5 counties. Pickaway County is one of those. And our mission at Big Brothers Big Sisters is to create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and the promise of youth. And that is what we're doing. And we have 3 programs here, and I'll get to those in just a few minutes. And then our vision is that all youth reach their full potential. So all of the children in our program, and even just in the community, we want to see them all reach their full potential. So talking a little bit about what is a BIG. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what Big Brothers Big Sisters is. Again, we are a one-to-one youth mentoring program where we have adult mentors that mentor youth between, well, I'll tell you what a little is in just a second. But a BIG is a person that's responsible for a responsible and caring adult who is able and willing to invest in the life of a child. And all of our volunteers go through a screening process where we meet with them, we go over the paperwork initially, they have to complete that. Then we also do an interview with them, we do references, and we do criminal background checks, as well as sex offender checks across the United States and the territories. So that is kind of what a BIG is in our program. We don't have an age cutoff, because a lot of people that are, their children have grown, have moved on, things like that, they have an awful lot to offer. So we don't have an age cutoff as far as that goes, as long as they're able to have a relationship with a child and they are able to develop that relationship and nurture that child and foster just being a good role model for them. So we don't have a cutoff as far as that goes. We do ask that our community-based volunteers be at least 21 years of age. And Kennedy, if you want to switch to the next one. So what is a little in our program? A little in our program is a child between the ages of 7 and 14 who is facing adversity and would benefit from a positive and healthy relationship with a trusted adult. We have a lot of kids in our program that are primarily from single family homes. We've noticed over the years, a lot of times there might be 2 parental people in the home or guardians in the home, but a lot of times that's extended family. That's going to be your grandparents, that's going to be your aunts and uncles, or someone else within the family. So a little is any child between the ages of 7 and 14. We used to say that used to be a child that came from a single parent home, and that's not necessarily the case anymore. So that's a child between the ages of 7 and 14 who's facing adversity, which really all children in some way or another are probably facing adversity in one way, and would benefit from that positive and healthy relationship with a trusted adult. So that's a little bit, just real basic about our program there. Kennedy, what is our next slide?
The only thing I'll add to that is once our children are matched, even if they're, say, 13 or 14 when they're matched, they stay in the program until they're 18 or they graduate, whichever comes later. So if they turned 18 in the fall of their senior year, they would stay in the program until they graduate high school.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So community-based program, believe it or not, Agnes here is actually really enjoying herself. Okay, I find that when we tell kids smile, you know, that's kind of the look we get, like that deer in the headlights look. So we just need to remember not to say smile. So she really is having a good time. But this was at one of our events actually last summer. We had an event at the Paints game, and she and her big sister. So they are from Pickaway County. And this is talking a little bit about our community-based program. So Logan here is matched with Agnes, and our community-based program matches screened adults with a child between the ages of 7 and 14 who is facing adversity in his or her life. These matches spend about an hour per week together to develop that friendship, and through this relationship, the adult is able to help the child overcome obstacles in life, learn to make good decisions, and develop healthy habits and self-esteem. So Agnes is in a home where they just don't have a lot, you know, and it's kind of rough. And she has a one leg she has like hip dysplasia, so she has a hard time getting around sometimes. But Logan still, includes her in everything that they want to do. If there's something that Agnes wants to do and try, she's willing to try anything. So that's great. They get together, they have a really good relationship, and they've been matched now, I want to say close to 2.5 years at this point. And Logan she was in college when she initially started. She's since finished that. She's going on to some other programs, but she has just managed to make this match work. And Agnes just appreciates every time that they're able to get together. Okay, so our school-based mentoring program is a program. This past year we were in New Hope Christian. We have Thomas and Jeremiah here. I love this picture. This is from our field day that we had with the kids down at the VA at the Paints Stadium. We had
Second week in May.
Yeah, the second week in May. We had all of our programs come together, and we had a field day down there, and we had a great time. So Thomas and Jeremiah were matched this year. They're going to be matched next year as well. And that school-based program is a program where we're within the school. Kennedy and I were pretty much there every single week. 1 minute? That can't be possible. So our school-based program is just matching the high schoolers that have been screened as well with students, elementary students within their school. So those guys get together 1 day a week. We're with them. We work on grades. We work on social emotional learning and just do programs and things with them. Okay, so this is our Ready to Match program really quick. And these are all of our kids that are waiting to be matched with a mentor. So we have a program, talks a little bit about our Turning Point program, which are educational classes where we work with the kids to work on healthy behaviors, healthy lifestyles, some drug and alcohol prevention, just good decision making. So these kids had just completed that class, so that is their picture.
So this can be the last one we talk about, because the rest of the things are more numbers that you guys would have had in the application that we submitted. This is just a good view of what it looks like numbers wise with specifically Pickaway County. We are currently serving 17. The asterisk here for new enrollments is just because we have not included that in the 17, but since we have applied, our number has gone up to about 23 kids that are about to be entered into the program with us. So currently, yes, 17, but Charity's been doing a lot of child enrollments to get that number up, just to show that we're not going to stop programming just because we don't have funding specifically from you guys, but it would help us to keep them going. So.
Yes, and we have 3 volunteers that are currently waiting to be matched with these kids. So we are in the process of doing all of that. So
yeah.
okay, sorry, time.